that because we got an email about the storms coming in tonight. I will tell you, KXAN Plus, that TV streaming app that we've got, we plan to go real hard on tonight's coverage with those storms. So we're going to try our very best to not cut into that game. Obviously, if there's a danger to life and property, we will do what we need to do. That is our job. And, you know, luckily, I'm not thinking there shouldn't be anything in the way of a major tornado threat. But if you want more information, give us a try on KXAN Plus. I think you'll really like it, especially if you're more into the kind of like the geeky Weather Channel live streaming thing. You're going to get your fix tonight on KXAN Plus. Let's launch into it right now. Some light rain over parts of the Austin metro, eastern counties. This is fizzling. It's part of a larger complex that's actually moving off the coast here. But this thing was electric overnight. We had so many lightning strikes. In fact, when I got in this morning between Corpus Christi and Victoria, we had over 2,000 lightning strikes in 10 minutes. So the storms are, you know, the atmosphere is primed to put out storms like that. And that was just itty bitty round one. Current temperatures in the 70s this morning. We are on our way to the 90s this afternoon. I would not be surprised if most of the daytime is dry. That's why I've kept the rain chances low at 10 to 20%. I am much more confident in what happens tonight. Let's talk about it here because by 8-9 a.m., all of that morning activity gets over to the east. And by lunchtime and into the early mid-afternoon, all that's left is maybe an isolated storm. So don't be surprised if you see quite a bit of sunshine today. What I think is going to happen is a cold front that comes down from the north. And that West Texas dry line that's going to be pushing across the Permian Basin is going to be firing off some storms and showers. And we start with the isolated storm activity around sunset into the early night hours here. So 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 o'clock. These storms have the potential to bring some big hail. Once we get into the nighttime and even overnight hours, this is midnight, you're looking at more of a linear structure of this broken line. That's when the damaging wind threat takes over. But these storms are likely to hold together into the Austin metro before eventually in our eastern counties early morning tomorrow. And then by 8-9 a.m., we should be done with round one. The severe risk is a 2 out of 5, though. Large hail, damaging winds. Hail threat maximized to the west. I think everyone's got the threat of damaging winds tonight. By damaging, we're talking about 60 to 75 miles per hour. So now would be the time to make sure if there's anything loose outside, patio furniture, trash bins, that kind of thing, let's make sure those are tucked into the house. Make sure the gates are locked outside, too, so your pets, you know, maybe they get alarmed with the thunder. We don't want them to escape. Rainfall, 1/2 inch to 2 inches, which I think because this is round one, the ground will hold a lot of it. The rainfall intensity, though, might catch up to us. We're talking about isolated spots of 3 inches overnight, and that's where the flooding concern comes in. It's a 2 out of 4. But this is round one, starting, I would say, 7 p.m. tonight into about 4 or 5 a.m. tomorrow. Round two comes in late Wednesday into Thursday, and there will be more rounds that follow. Over the next 7 days, so week-long rainfall totals are likely to be about 3 to 5 inches here. I'm really hoping we can stretch this out over 7 days. If we get 1 to 3 inches tonight and another couple inches tomorrow night, obviously we'll have to reevaluate, and that puts us at much higher risk of flooding later in the week. But just know that most of today is dry with an isolated storm. 90% of what I expect today to come after sunset. We do a very similar day tomorrow into Thursday morning with most of this storm activity overnight. And then check back in with me as we continue to find more and more of those details here with the rounds to come, and temperatures will be in the 80s after today. Erica?
All right, thanks so much, Kristen. Okay, monitoring some delays in North Austin.